Namaste. Astrology is considered as a fatalistic science. A science which predicts the future, which kills the people's destiny. This is the image which is given about astrology by the so-called saints of the modern era. In fact, this has been one of the biggest abuses of astrology. Astrology is a tool. It's like a knife. Now you can use the knife to cut the vegetables, to cut the fruits, or you can use the knife to stab the people. The usage of astrology is like that. Astrology opens up the potential. It opens up people's destiny. It helps to heal the karma part of it. It helps to evolve the soul and the consciousness. It helps the soul to understand about time and align the time across. So these are the various applications of astrology which can be used to produce maximum impact in the spiritual life. For example, Brahma Muhurt. The Muhurt is a word which is of 48 minutes. It has derived from astrology. The Brahma Muhurt people are asked to meditate on the Brahma Muhurt because the prana is very high. The black vortex closes up. The white vortex begins to open up across as a person. So this is a very important application from astrology using the Muhurta for the rituals. For example, you are doing a homam for the world peace. If you want to produce the maximum impact, the timing alignment is very important across. Now that is a very useful tool in producing the maximum impact on your effort. For example, somebody is doing a ritual, somebody is doing a puja, somebody is doing a homa for the evolution of the consciousness. If you do it taking the muhurta, taking the hora into consideration, you will have a maximum impact of your puja and ritual across. Now that is a very important part of astrology. Now astrology has a multi-dimensional use. It is useful in the weather prediction, it is useful in stock market, it is useful in the mundane astrology, it is useful for predicting the natal jataka. Like that, it has multi-dimensional application. So the first application is to align your activity according to the time. For example, you want to approach your guru. It is better to communicate with him in the Guru Hora because the energy of the guru is very open in the world, is open in the universe, and it has a maximum impact. Time has a horizontal view. Time has days, weeks, months, years, like that. You simply see it. Time has a qualitative view. The qualitative view is shown in the astrology by the great seers across. So the first and the foremost thing is, if people have not studied astrology, if people have not understood astrology, it is better they don't talk rubbish about astrology, because astrology has survived beyond you and me, and astrology will survive before you and me. Astrology will survive after you and me. There was a particular person who came to me for yoga practices. He asked me what are the best time to do the pranayama practice. I told him you can do the pranayama practice if the swara is coming on the left. And when is the time the swara is coming on the left? I gave him the swara yoga chart using the tithi. The tithi is a very important indicator for the movement of the breath across. So the moment he understood, he could plan his pranayama sessions in a manner that which really helped him across. There was another guy who wanted to perfect Surya Namaskar. I told him, do in the Surya Hora. Your ability to do yoga will improve drastically and dramatically across. And he started doing the Surya Namaskar in the Surya Hora, and it started having so much of positive impact into the person's life across. So these are three applications: doing the ritual with a proper time, and doing the pranayama using the Swara Yoga, and doing the third most important thing is the asanas at the Surya Hora or on the Venus Hora. For example, people ask me when is the time to do the Mula Bandha. The Mula Bandha can be done with the Venus Hora to have a maximum positive impact into the person's life. So like that, astrology has a definite application on your spiritual life. For example, one of the application is the Janma Nakshatra. The Janma Nakshatra, you can do the practices in a very deepened fashion, in a very, very deep fashion, which produces very good results across as a person. For example, Janma Tithi, you should not try to do the practice across, because in the Tithi, the black vortex opens up across for many people. So Janma Tithi, you should take it easy, and Janma Hora, you should do it Janma Nakshatra, you should do the spiritual practice across. The other important application is the Hora. The birth Hora is a very, very important application in doing the spiritual practices. For example, when you want to do Vamamarga Tantra, the alignment is given Ashtami, Navami, Trayodasi, Amavasa Tithi. It's because they align the time according to the activity or according to the spiritual causes. For example, one of the tantric people asked me what is the best time to do the spiritual practices. I told him, please do your spiritual practice in the Ashtami Tithi, which will have a maximum impact across. So therefore, that timing is a very, very important component in spirituality to produce the maximum impact. For example, many people want to do Kundalini practice. It is better to do Kundalini practice during Rahu Kala, because Rahu is the serpent and Rahu Kala is the ideal thing for the Kundalini practice across. So therefore, the time as a stubo point, the time as acupuncture point. When you hit the acupuncture point, it will have a maximum impact. For example, I saw one person who was doing Dimmac points. They actually brought down the person with 3 strokes. They hit him on the neck, they hit him on the back of the neck, they hit him on the hands across, and the person went down unconscious. In the same way, the acupuncture point of time is used for spiritual practice, to paddle faster, to drive faster, to fly faster, is an important spiritual component across. So you can use pranayama, you can use kundalini, you can use yoga practices, you can use even the ritual. The ritual is done with a particular time. It is not the mudra, the asana which has the important impact. It is a time which has the impact across. That is why Indians have said Viparita Kale Vinasa Buddhi. There was a lady who came from Ramana Ashram, who was a foreigner, who was very disturbed at a particular day. She felt, I am very disturbed at a particular day. I am having a lot of catharsis and I wanted to get my emotions free. Actually, I told her, today is Amavas, you are having a mood swing and you will have a mood swing during the Purnima. So please be careful about it. Don't get it across. Do a ritual to clear the karmic patterns across. Actually, she became okay, and by lighting the lamp for Rahu Ketu during the Amavas across. So therefore, please understand that astrology is not against spirituality. Astrology was invented mainly for the spiritual purpose across, and to produce the maximum impact of the meditation across. So therefore, please understand, astrology is not a fatalistic science. Astrology time components can be used to enhance your performance, to improve your capacity to download the divine energy, and to to produce remarkable results in your spiritual life and growth. So please understand that one needs to have a very tremendous amount of understanding before one passes comments about astrology, one passes comments about a variety of things across. Therefore, please understand that this spirituality is a big topic and astrology is a big topic, and one needs to combine the astrological timing to produce the maximum impact into a person's life and into a person's spiritual practice across. Thank you.